Hello students, how are you all? Welcome to online classes. In the last session we have started products of electrolysis by fused electrolytes and aqueous electrolytes. So these are the products based on SRP values at anode and cathode, nature of electrodes and nature of electrolyte. Now last session we have discussed a few examples. In this session I am going to discuss a few more textual questions. Okay. Now the first question is, predict the electrolysis products of the following compounds. That is the question, students. So first question is, predict the products of electrolysis in each of the following. So predict the products of electrolysis of first fused CuCl2, fused CuCl2, copper chloride fused CuCl2 with platinum electrodes, with platinum electrodes. This is what question, students. So we need to answer for this question. Platinum electrodes are inert electrodes, okay, and electrodes will never involved in which one, oxidation or reduction. It is a fused one, there is no water content. It means there is no competition between water and CuCl2, electrodes and CuCl2. Yes, answer for this, students. As per data given, there is no competition between electrodes. Electrodes means inert, these are. Next, water, because no water, and CuCl2. So CuCl2, first of all, on electrolysis, it means by passing electricity, it will be decomposed into Cu plus 2 plus 2Cl minus. At anode always oxidation taking place, only chloride ions lost one electron, then forms chlorine gas. It means oxidation taking place, 2Cl minus gives rise to Cl2 plus 2 electrons, chlorine gas. It is a fused CuCl2, no water content, that's why there is no water reaction at anode. Next, at cathode, so Cu plus 2 chance to gain electron because it has a deficiency in electrons. Gaining means reduction. At cathode always reduction taking place. Okay. Now Cu plus 2 gain 2 electrons, then converted into C. Okay. Net reaction also you can write. 2 electrons cancelled. Then okay, by these 3 you have to write Cl minus cancelled, Cu plus 2 cancelled. Finally CuCl2 gives rise to okay Cl2 plus Cu. It means at anode chlorine gas is liberated, at cathode copper metal is deposited. Very easy. In fused cases, cation at cathode, anion at anode. Very easy. In aqueous cases only there is a confusion. Now, second one you need to write this. That is question number 2. Predict the products of Electrolysis of aqueous CuCl2. Predict the electrolysis products of aqueous CuCl2. It is second one, students. How to calculate this? Answer for this. Answer is this one only. To find that, we should know this. If there is a competition, if 2 reactions at anode, you should know SRP value. If 2-3 reactions at cathode, SRP values. Only one reaction, that's why I didn't consider SRP values. Aqueous means water content is there. Electrodes are inert only. So, inert electrodes. Inert means platinum electrode, it is, students. Platinum electrode, inert electrode. Okay. So, no electrode reaction taking place at anode and cathode, no competition. But at anode, water is available in aqueous CuCl2. That's why at anode, water undergoes oxidation. At cathode, water undergoes reduction. Competition is there. The given is aqueous electrolyte. The given is aqueous electrolyte. Hence, there is a competition between water and ions at anode and cathode. Water and ions, whether it is a cation or anion. Now, first one, I am writing here clearly, students. Okay. Then, CuCl2 decomposed into Cu plus 2 plus 2Cl minus. By passing electricity, it will be happened. It is electrolysis phenomena. Okay. Right. Yet, cathode, first I am taking. Generally, cathode reduction taking place. Okay. Yeah. Cu plus 2 gains 2 electron, then forms Cu. Okay. Next, water also there is a competition with water, because aqueous means more water content. That's why. So, H2O gains 1 electron, then gives rise to otherwise 2 electrons, then H2 plus 2OH minus it is, right, 2H2O. If you take 2H2O, then you will get, what is that, 2OH minus, right, students. Then 2 reactions are there. There is a competition. Water undergoes reduction, even copper also undergoes reduction, because copper ion from copper sulfate electrolyte, it must, copper chloride electrolyte, it should be undergoes reduction. Along with that, water content also more in the electrolyte, because aqueous, that's why it should also undergoes reduction at cathode. Now, so competition is there. Who will win that, win in that competition? To know that SRP value, so E naught of the first one is plus 0.34 volts. E naught of second one is, it is reduction, reduction value is minus 0.83, it is 83 volts. Getting, students? Okay, at SRP, sorry, at cathode, for reduction, higher SRP value required. That is only favorable. First reaction plus, second reaction minus. So, which is favorable at cathode? Higher value is favorable at cathode. That's why higher value is which one? That is 0.34. Yes. This is taken as 1 and this is taken as 2. Okay. So, which is favorable now? At cathode, high SRP is favorable to deposit, is favorable. Hence, reaction 1 possible. It means copper deposited at cathode. Okay. Reaction 1 possible, but not reaction 2. Getting? Reaction 2 not possible. Next, at anode, generally taking place is oxidation, right? For oxidation, Cl minus undergoes oxidation and water also undergoes oxidation. Yes, 2Cl minus gives rise to Cl2 plus 2 electrons. Even water can also undergoes oxidation, then gives rise to 2H plus, okay, here it is O2 plus 2 electrons. Water can lose electrons by taking, by depositing half O2 it is, half O2. Cl minus and water both are undergoing oxidation at anode because there is a competition with water. So, which one will win in that competition? So, to know that we should know SRP values. SRP value of this one is chlorine is 1.36 volts. SRP value of water oxidation is, we need to consider experimental one, students, that is 1.83 volts. It is experimental value. Thermodynamical value is 1.23, we should not consider it, we should consider 1.83, that difference is called over potential. In the last session we have completed. Now, anode oxidation, for oxidation SRP value must be low. Low in the sense which is favorable, 1.36 or 1.83, which is favorable at cathode, lower value. 1.36 is the lower value, okay, and 1.83 is the which one, that is higher value. Yes, at anode low SRP reaction will be favorable, okay, low SRP reaction will be favorable. Hence, okay, first one it is, this is considered as a 1, this is 1, okay, and this will be 2. Yes, hence first reaction is possible. Okay, reaction 1 possible, reaction 2 impossible. Getting, students? So, I am showing here, this reaction is possible at cathode and this reaction is possible at anode with competition in water. Then at cathode, what is formed here? Copper. At anode, chlorine gas. This is the answer for this question. Copper deposited at cathode, chlorine gas liberated at anode. If aqueous CuCl2 taken, this one answer. Okay, in this also copper and chlorine, in objective, in which of the following electrolyte? In aqueous case and fused case, same products will be obtained, that is copper chloride. Okay, students? Right. Even in competition with the water also, copper and chlorine will be liberated. That's it. Next, after this, by taking reactive electrodes, one example I will take reactive electrodes. Here it is platinum electrode I am taking, instead of platinum electrode, then I am taking copper electrode. Copper electrode is reactive. Students. It means, yes, copper electrode is reactive. Reactive electrode is also participating oxidation at anode, reduction at cathode. It means involved in cell reaction. You observe, it is aqueous electrolyte and what is that? Aqueous electrolyte. Another one is electrode is reactive. Electrode is reactive. Electrode is reactive. Hence, there is a competition between which one and which one, students? Electrode can undergo oxidation reaction. Electrolyte, it means what is that? CuCl2 and water. It means at anode, three reactions. One is electrode oxidation, electrolytic ion oxidation and water oxidation. At cathode, electrode reduction, it means metal rod reduction, next water reduction, next electrolytic ion reduction. Totally 3 reactions at cathode, 3 reactions at anode. Among these 3, which is favorable? That is by SRP value. Now, first one, electrolysis reaction, it is common, students, that is CuCl2 gives rise to Cu plus 2 plus Cl minus. That's okay. At cathode, Cu plus 2 gives rise to Cu. It is ion. Ion means, students, you observe clearly. So, the ion which is from which one? That is electrolyte. Ion which is from electrolyte. Okay. Next, water can undergo reduction at cathode. These two possible. Along with this, one more reaction also possible. That is, so electrode reaction. Electrode means Cu plus 2 gains 2 electron, then Cu. Okay, na? It is copper electrode reaction. Copper electrode reaction. Okay, na? It is ion from electrolyte. It is electrolyte ion. This is electrolyte ion. Getting? 3 reactions. One is copper ion from electrolyte undergoes reduction. Another one is copper rod. It means it is no copper rod. It is also copper rod. This is a copper chloride. Aqueous copper chloride. Copper, anode, cathode. This undergoes oxidation. This undergoes reduction. When you pass electricity by battery. Getting it? They have taken aqueous copper chloride, 2 copper rods dipped. These copper rods connected by wire. By that wire, the wire is connected to external battery. By that battery, they pass electricity. Then aqueous CuCl2 will be electrolyzed, and the reactions will be happened are. So, electrolyte copper ion undergoes reduction. So, copper ion in electrolyte undergoes reduction. Next, copper rod can also undergoes reduction. This is copper electrode, copper rod. Next, water in aqueous CuCl2 can also undergoes oxidation. 3 reactions. Oh, it is copper, it is also copper, no? I think same, E0 cell will be same, it is plus 0.35. This one and this one almost same, no? It is 1, it is also 1. First reaction and third reaction. Ion in aqueous CuCl2 reaction and copper rod reaction almost the same. That's why, so again at cathode, high value or low value possible, higher value possible. Higher value for 0.34 it is 0.34. Yes. At cathode, high SRP required. Hence, what are possible, students? So, first reaction and third reaction. Third is taken as 1 only. Possible. Okay, na? It means copper deposited at cathode. Next, at anode, Cl minus from aqueous solution undergoes oxidation, copper rod can also undergoes oxidation, and water in aqueous CuCl2 can also undergoes oxidation. I wrote here Cl minus from aqueous solution undergoes oxidation, water from aqueous undergoes oxidation. Another one is, what is that? Another one, Cu undergoes oxidation. The SRP of Cu is plus 0.34 volts. Okay, na? Cu is plus 0.34 volts. So 1.36, 1.83, and this is 0.34, third reaction. So at anode, always low SRP required. At anode, low SRP required. Low SRP required. Among them, which is having low SRP, students? Low SRP is 1.36 or 1.83 or 0.34. 0.34 is Cu2 Cu plus oxidation. Oxidation means dissolved. So hence third reaction possible. Third reaction possible. At cathode, copper deposited, Cu plus 2 to Cu, reduction deposited, Cu to Cu plus 2, oxidation, dissolved. Answer is for this question. So at cathode, copper deposited, at anode, copper dissolved. Dissolved means copper undergoes oxidation, that is lower SRP, that only favorable. Deposition means copper undergoes reduction having high SRP at cathode, high SRP only possible at cathode. Understood? So products of electrolysis of aqueous CuCl2 by taking copper reactive electrodes are at anode, copper dissolved, at cathode, copper deposited. That's what question, right? Next question, students. These are all textbook questions only, they gave at the end of this chapter. Yes. Move to the next question. The question is, products of electrolysis of H2SO4, products of electrolysis of H2SO4, H2SO4 with platinum electrodes, with platinum electrodes. Platinum electrode is, it is inert electrode, student. It is inert electrode. Platinum electrode is inert electrode. So what are the products? First of all, in H2SO4 little water content also available. There is a chance to competition between the water and ion at anode, water and ion of H2SO4 at anode. Yes. Now H2SO4 gives rise to 2H plus SO4 minus 2. SO4 minus 2. It is by passing electricity, that is called electrolysis. By passing electricity through platinum rods, I am giving you students here clearly. So this is platinum rod, it is also platinum rod. I am taking here, it is H2SO4. So this platinum rod is connected to wire, okay. Then the wire is connected to battery. By that battery, if I passed electricity, then H2SO4 will be electrolyzed. That's what happened. Now at cathode, generally H plus ion gain electrons because of deficiency, reduction will be happened. 2H plus 2 electrons gives rise to H2 gas. H plus means hydrogen electrode simply. Standard hydrogen electrode reduction potential is 0. E naught half cell, it is equal to 0.0 volts. Next, water can also undergoes reduction. 2 electrons then gives rise to H2 plus, okay, half H2 plus OH minus it is, right students? Water reduction potential is minus 0.83 volts, minus 0.83 volts, okay. Just observe, at cathode generally high SRP value required, 0 and minus 0.83, which is higher value, 0 is higher value than minus 0.83, right. Yet cathode reaction with high SRP favorable, high SRP value favorable, okay, favorable. So it is 1 and it is 2, 1 favorable, 2 impossible, hence reaction 1 possible, 1 means oxidation. Actually there is no confusion student, you just observe clearly. So by this first reaction also hydrogen gas liberated, even by the second reaction also hydrogen gas liberated, no confusion, both will be happened. But in both reactions, both means 1 and 2 reactions, hydrogen gas only liberated, no confusion, hence both are possible. If water reaction or H plus reaction will be happen, commonly the gas liberated is hydrogen gas, hence both are favorable, no confusion. Hydrogen gas is liberated. So hydrogen gas liberated at cathode, no confusion, it is at cathode students, right. So what is the reaction at anode? At anode, so what kind of reaction will be happen? Yes, at anode, anode generally oxidation taking place, okay. Water undergoes oxidation as well as SO4 minus 2 also undergoes oxidation. Yes, at anode the reaction will be happen is SO4 minus 2 moles I am taking, then gives rise to S2OH plus 2 electrons. This will be possible. Second one, H2O lost 2 electrons by taking 2H plus half O2 plus 2 electrons, okay. So these are the reactions will be happened at anode. So for this first reaction, so the value will be 1.96. This is E naught cell is 1.96 volts. E naught cell, I think not visible, I am writing here. So this is E naught is 1.96 volts, okay. Next, for the first one, E naught is, okay, it is 1.83, sorry, 1.83, it is 1.96, it is first one, it is second one. Getting students? For the first one, E naught is 1.96, second one 1.83 volts, right. If you wanted clearly, for second one E naught 1.83 volts, first one 1.96 volts, E naught it is, okay. So for water oxidation we need to consider the experimental value but not the thermodynamical value. You just observe students, For the first reaction, this is the value. For the second reaction, this is the value. Okay. Almost 1.96 and 1.83 is nearly very close. In that case, there is a confusion which is liberated at anode. Yes. By reaction 1, SRP of, otherwise SRP values of reaction 1 and 2 are very close, very close. To decide anodic product, we should know the condition. To decide anodic product, so condition must be known. Condition means whether it is a dilute H2SO4 or a concentrated H2SO4. So, 1, it is dilute H2SO4. If you take dilute, means water content is very high. Content is increased. So, water reaction is favorable. Water means H2O reaction, it is second reaction. So, hence water can undergoes oxidation, forms oxygen gas at anode. If you take which one, that is dilute H2SO4, oxygen gas liberated. Reaction 1, reaction 2 favorable. Okay. Condition number 2. Second condition is concentrated H2SO4. It means water content is less, decreased. So, water never involved in oxidation, first reaction is favorable. So, hence first reaction favorable. So, S2O8 will be formed at anode. If you take concentrated H2SO4, S2O8 will be formed at anode. If you take dilute H2SO4, which one will be formed, students? Oxygen gas will be formed. Very important. You just observe. It is common. Hydrogen gas at cathode is fixed for dilute as well as concentrated. But at anode, for dilute oxygen gas, for concentrated H2SO4, S2O8 will be liberated. I am writing products clearly, students. Here you can write. Yes. Products of electrolysis of dilute H2SO4 by taking inert electrodes. So, at anode, in anode case, dilute H2SO4, oxygen gas is liberated. At cathode, so what is the gas liberated, students? At cathode, hydrogen gas is fixed, no change. Hydrogen gas formed. This is for dilute H2SO4. Concentrated H2SO4. At anode, if you take concentrated H2SO4, anode is S2O8 will be formed. At cathode, the formed one is hydrogen gas. At cathode fixed, but at anode that is changed. If you take dilute H2SO4 at anode, oxygen gas. If you take concentrated H2SO4 at anode, S2O8. textbook question only, very, very important. These are the questions which are given in the textbook itself only, students. Okay. Next. Okay, these are the possible questions from products of electrolysis. Once again, I will tell you a simple conclusion, that is products of electrolysis depending upon the nature of electrolyte, whether it is a fused one or aqueous one. If it is fused one, cation at cathode, anion at anode. Cation Cu, copper deposited. Anion Cl minus, chlorine gas liberated. Cation Na plus, sodium metal deposited at cathode. Anion Cl minus, chlorine gas liberated at anode. AgCl, cation Ag plus, Ag metal deposited at cathode. Cl minus, chlorine gas deposited at anode. If it is aqueous one, there is a competition between the water and the ion present in the electrolyte. It means water undergoes oxidation at anode and anion undergoes oxidation at anode. Among these two reactions, which is more favorable, that is done by which one? Comparing with SRP value. At anode, which has low SRP value, that reaction is favorable. Right? At cathode, water can also undergo reduction and the ion or the cation in electrolytic solution can also undergo reduction at cathode. Getting? So, cation in electrolyte can undergo reduction at cathode and water can also undergo reduction at cathode in case of aqueous electrolytes. So, by these two reactions, which is more favorable? To decide that, we need to compare with the SRP values. Among these two, which is having high SRP, that is favorable at cathode. At anode, low SRP, remember. Third case, electrodes. If inert electrodes are there like platinum, gold, graphite, electrode will not participate in a chemical reaction, no confusion. If reactive electrodes are there, electrode can also participate in oxidation as well as reduction. For example, silver chloride can undergo electrolysis with silver electrodes. If you observe, AgCl first converted into Ag plus and Cl minus, that is okay, by electrolysis, by process. So, take a vessel, in that aqueous AgCl is taken, aqueous AgCl, by dipping which one? Silver rods. To that rods wire is connected, by that wire we can pass electricity with external source. These two silver rods can also undergo oxidation, one is reduction. If you take reactive electrodes, at cathode reduction takes place, that is rod, it means electrode can undergo reduction, water can undergo reduction and cation in the electrolytic solution can also undergo reduction. Totally three. One is electrode reduction, metal ion in the electrolytic solution reduction, water can also undergo reduction. Totally three. Among these three, which is having high SRP, that will be happened at cathode. Next, at anode, electrode, it means a metal rod can also undergo oxidation, water can also undergo oxidation and anion in the electrolyte can also undergo oxidation. At anode, if you consider reactive and aqueous electrolytes, among these three, which is having lowest SRP, that will be happened at anode. So, three reactions will be happened at anode, three more will be happened at cathode if you take aqueous electrolyte and reactive electrodes. Two reactions will be happened at anode, two reactions will be happened at cathode if you take aqueous electrolyte with inert electrode. Only one reaction at anode, one reaction at cathode if you take, when it is possible, inert electrode and fused electrolyte or molten electrolyte. These are the 3 conditions, students. With this, products of electrolysis completed. You just practice the given examples. So, we will continue in the next session.